Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Sorry for this video being a little bit late. I was out with my parents today. We were having a good time. Until politics came up. Yeah, you know how it goes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm here to bring you another video this fine Sunday. So anyways, guys, sit back and enjoy me entertaining you for the next 20 minutes, and let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you're up, and let's go. Okay. That's just great for you. Can we please get back to June and apparently Saya? Wow, someone's in a bad mood. Yeah, I didn't have a very good day. What happened? Well, it was crazy, really. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Kasich scratches at his chin, obviously very curious. Try me. Okay, then. Well, I come here to the concert hall today and meet up with June, then something happened and I had to step away for a second. Yeah? Kasich's always been a sucker for dramatic stories, so I make sure to make a dramatic pause. He gobbles it up like a rabbit with carrots or a hare. Doesn't matter. Then, all of a sudden... Huh? This crazy lunatic hare jumps out of nowhere and screams at my face! His face immediately deflates. I can see the twinkle of humor and curiosity in his eyes die out. Har har, very funny. You think so too? Great! I myself thought it was hysterical. You really are an idiot. Well, consider that payback for nearly giving me a heart attack. Fine, fine, I get it. Let's just go join the others already. Without waiting for a response, Keikun walks away from me. Hey, don't just leave me just leave me hanging. Jeez, did Keikun run towards them? How did he get there so much quicker than I did? The first thing I noticed when I reached them is that Saya seems to be talking very excitedly. Wait, what's with the look on those two's faces? The ball went gin, and then I hit it with my racket like zoom! Then it hit the ground and made a huge pa! Is that an actual conversation? I'm not sure if that's even Japanese. Ah, Yuuichi-kun! Saya quickly hops towards me, waving. Hey, Saya! Ah! Good morning! She jabs me in the torso with her outstretched hand, hitting me right between the ribs. Ah! I have to hold on to Keikun's shoulder to keep myself from falling down. She completely knocks the air out of me with that. I can't breathe! Saya stands in her spot, looking innocent. Are you alright, Yuuichi? You don't look so good. Of course I don't look so good. You just knocked the air out of me. What? I didn't hit you that hard. It was just a friendly poke. No, Mizuguchi-san. That was a bit... Remind me never to walk within arm's reach of you. Oh, come on! I was just wishing him a good morning. She stares guiltily at me as I gasp for air. If you do that to someone when you're trying to be nice to them, I'm afraid of what you do when you're angry. I've heard some stories. Oh, really? Do tell. Well, there's the time when... Hey, quit it! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ah. Oh boy, I wasn't ready to get stabbed in the gut first thing in the morning. I already said I was sorry for that. Actually, you did... She gives him a frightening, murderous glance. Kobayashi-kun, she said she already apologized for it. What? Seriously, you're trying to deflect the blame to someone else now? Great, the day has barely started and you're already terrorizing the community. Nah! Well, I feel like I can finally stand on my own 2 feet again. Man, I thought I was gonna puke my guts out after that one. Sorry! At least now she's apologizing. What were you two talking about anyway? Oh, I watched a video of a Challenger level tournament yesterday. It was amazing! You mean the one that happened in Miami? You saw it too? A little. I watched about 15 minutes of it before it made me want to go outside and practice. Must be nice being able to watch things you like on TV. Concerts and orchestras don't get nearly as much attention as sports do. Not many people like classical music to begin with, so it'd be a tough sell, but there are still some channels dedicated to that sort of content. And they're usually premium channels that you have to pay top dollar to watch. That's true. You won't have to worry about that sort of thing for long. You'll be going to a music academy next year. You'll see tons of concerts and orchestras. Ah! God damn it, Saya! Do you have any idea how long it took me to calm him down? I need to go and remind him of it. It's not that easy. Unless I graduate from a very prestigious academy, finding a job as a composer would be hard. And those are really expensive. I need a scholarship to be able to attend it, and I need an impeccable record to get one. I basically have to join... I basically have to join every piano competition possible and have to win them all just to have a chance. Sheesh. Sounds rough. That's what I get for being out of the stages for 7 years. Oh yeah, this reminds me. Jun apparently has a rival. What was his name again? Terayama, Akiyama. What was the lion called again? Akutagawa-kun? Ah, yes, that's his name. Boy, I was way off the mark on this one. Yeah, it's this big lion guy. He said he was Jun's biggest rival back when they still performed in competitions. Apparently Jun beat him every single time. You should have seen it. He came here swearing vengeance and all that. Wow, sounds a bit cliche. And Jun lets out a nervous laugh. Yeah, Akutagawa-kun was always pretty intense. He had a penchant for being dramatic, even when we were kids. I guess that he hasn't changed even now. Well, this could be fun. But that means we actually get to watch some competition. Ooh, I know. I have the list of participants here with me. We could go check out what he's performing. Ooh, that's a great idea. I haven't checked it out yet. Keiken pulls a flyer out from his pocket and unfolds it. In it are the pictures of many kids, with some details written next to them. It seems that these are their set lists. Each player is allotted 15 minutes to perform, and they can perform as many songs as they want in that time. Let's see, Kobayashi-kun, you're going with Allegro Appassionato and Chopin's Etude op 25, number 12. Not quite hitting the 15 minutes mark. Yeah, I was afraid stamina might be an issue, so I chose to keep my set list a bit at the short side. I'm actually surprised you know these songs. Really? Son of a rich house? I was force-fed this kind of music since I was 7. My grandmother tried to force me to play the violin. Doesn't sound like it was very fun. It wasn't, but I survived. Anyway, let's see Akutagawa. Ah, there he is. Huh? Keiko nearly buries his face in the paper. Huh? His voice is so loud that it leaves my ears ringing. Jesus, give us a warning before you do that. Is there something wrong with him? Well, he's performing Franz Liszt. I stare at him in confusion. Is that name supposed to mean something to, yeah, I know what it means. When I look to the side, I see Jun's face has nearly lost all of its color. Yeah. Oh, it's a little complicated. Jun, are you okay? What song? His voice came out crackly and incredibly small. Grand Fantasia de Bravure sur de la Clocher. The who or the what now? Jun swallows audibly. I am sure his face has gone at least three tones wider. His voice comes out almost in a monotone. Franz Liszt is a world-renowned composer. His works are said to be some of the most technically difficult in existence. That song, Grand Fantasia, is considered one of his most difficult pieces. Not many pianists attempt to play it because of how difficult and demanding it is. That song is exactly 14 minutes and 59 seconds long. Even for an easier pace, stamina would be a concern. For that song, though, if he plays it mildly well, he's going to almost certainly win the competition. If he plays it well enough, he could even get world recognition. That's how difficult that piece is. Wait, the way you're saying it, it sounds like he's already got this in the bag. Do you think he can even pull it off? Yeah, I mean, didn't you say that even professionals tend to stay away from that song? What makes you think a high schooler can play it? Why would he submit it as his list of songs if he can't... Why would he submit it as his set list if he can't play it? Kei-kun, you're not helping. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be realistic. 7 years ago, I don't think he could have. If he were good enough to do this song, then I'd remember it, but I need to talk to the organizers. I cut Jun off before he's able to walk away, putting myself in his path. Whoa, don't tell me you're going to be dropping out because of this. I noticed Jun clenching his fist so hard that I'm afraid his claws are going to puncture the palm of his hand. I'm going to increase the difficulty of my own set list. Whoa, calm down for just a second there. Didn't you just say a second ago that you chose your songs because stamina was a concern? If you increase the difficulty even further, then... Ooh, excuse me, guys. Big meal. And some delicious tea. Alright. I have to fight fire with fire! Now I understand the comment he made on my set list. It isn't bold enough. He's gonna completely bury me unless I take a risk. And what are you gonna even do? What are you even gonna perform? You haven't practiced any other songs. There are 2 I already know by heart. I used to perform them a lot when I was younger. Which ones? Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata 3rd Movement, Presto Agitato and... Wait, I remember that name. Isn't that the song you were playing when we met? He nods. It was the song I played the most. I almost always in my list. It was almost always in my set list for all the competitions I took part in. I still remember walking into the music room that day. The other one is Chopin's Etude Opus 25, number 11, Winter's Wind. They might not be as difficult as the song Akutagawa-kun chose, but they're both very technical. If I play the two of them together, I might have a chance at winning. They're also incredibly fast-paced and demanding. Are you sure you can even handle playing the two together? You'd be mashing the keys almost non-stop for 10 minutes. If Akutagawa-kun is willing to take this much risk with his song selection, then I have to do the same. The difference is that he had time to practice this song. You didn't. You were too busy practicing your old set list. June purses his lips, shoving his hand down into his pockets and looking down at the floor. Oh no, I know that, but I have to try. Like I said, I know these two songs by heart. I performed them so many times, I can play them in my sleep. But you can play them as well as but can you play them as well as you need to? If this guy's performance is even remotely decent, then yours is going to be absolutely perfect to be able to win. I know that! June raises his voice, making Saya and I jump back a step. Keisuke stares at him, bewildered. I even noticed a few heads turning our way. June, realizing the sudden attention coming our way, crosses his arms, looking back down at the floor. I know that, but if I don't do it, then I'm just going to guarantee a loss. You said it yourself, even with those two songs, I need to be absolutely perfect to stand a chance. What chance do you think I have with my current list? Keiken crosses his arms, rubbing his right elbow with his hand as he looks away, biting his lip. None. Exactly. The two just stand awkwardly, rooted to their spots, not looking at each other. The atmosphere has suddenly become so weird and awkward that it's hard for me to say anything. Well, if that's how it is, then you can just get to it already. That's when Saya speaks up, drawing everyone's attention to herself. She stands there, smiling, looking either completely oblivious of the weird mood surrounding all of us, or just simply not caring about it. I'm not even sure if they're going to allow me. The set lists are decided weeks in advance. Well, you won't know until you try. Nothing's gonna happen if you don't try. You're right. I'm gonna be right back. Yeesh. Gonna have a hell of a time performing both of those. June walks away, looking for the competition's organizers. Ugh. Now that I think about it, one of us should probably go with him, huh? I exchange glances with Saya, who apparently picks right up on what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go after Kobayashi-kun. Make sure he doesn't get lost. Keika nods in agreement. Probably for the best. Let's not forget he still gets lost at school. I wouldn't put it past him getting lost here. Alright, I'll catch up with you two guys later. Kobayashi-kun, wait up! With that, Keiken and I are left alone in the middle of the busy lobby. Well, I guess that's that. Hopefully he doesn't end up in that much trouble. Yeah, I'm still surprised you know classical music, though. What, really? You too? Come on, rich kid from a traditional family. You really doubted me even for a second that I would be exposed to classical music. You said that your grandmother forced you to practice the violin. Does that mean you play? A little. I was forced to practice for 3 years, but I purposefully did badly whenever she came to watch just to spite her. Eventually she just gave up, saying I was horrid at it. I was never forced to touch an instrument again. If only she knew I was just faking it. I was actually kind of decent at it. I just hated the damn thing. Dad got the raw end of the deal, though. From what he tells me, she was much more relentless when he was a kid. She forced him to pick up the piano because she wanted the prestige of having her son be a pianist. Then he fell in love with the piano and decided to become a professional pianist. She, of course, was all too happy to oblige since she was the only second child and was never going to inherit the business anyway. Then, right when he landed his dream offer to play for a prestigious orchestra in France, his brother died and she forced him to take up the business. Wait, so she forced him to play the instrument when he didn't want to. Then when he decided that he actually liked it and wanted to make his life about it, she took it away from him and forced him to become a businessman. Only one of the many reasons I hate my grandmother. That's really awful. I'm surprised you even told me this. You never said much about your home life. No one's ever asked, and I never really had any reason to say it. This time it just came up as as an interesting tidbit on the conversation we were already having. So you won't volunteer any information about yourself unless someone asks you? Nope. I'm not that interesting as a person, just to just start talking about myself for no reason. Unless it's something that could be relevant to our conversation, that is. So, you're saying if I asked some questions about you, you'd answer them? Maybe later. Why later? So you are evading this after all? No, it's just that I see Arata coming our way, and it looks like he might have. It looks like he might drop any second now. What? Oh God. Jude could. Where? He went over there to the organizer's office. What? I told you to keep him from leaving until I got here. Shuichi grabs my shoulders, baring his fangs at me in anger. Oh Lord, that made me lightheaded. Ooh, 1 second, guys. Ooh, gotta recover. Ooh, I made myself lightheaded there. Okay. As much as I love getting blamed for everything, I pull both of his hands away from my arms. He hasn't gone backstage. He just went to have a word with the organizers of the competition to see if he could change his set list. Oh! He stares at me awkwardly, slinking back to a less threatening position and scratching at the back of his neck. I close my eyes and shift all my weight to my left leg, giving him a smug look. Shuichi looks down at the floor, embarrassed. Sorry. I laugh, having some innocent fun at his expense. By the way, why are you so sweaty? You smell like you just ran a marathon. Kaken pinches his nose mid-sentence, making his voice come out all nasally and funny. That's because I did. I had to run from our school to the station in under 5 minutes. If I wanted to catch the closest train, then I had to run from the station all the way over here. I give him a thumbs up. Good job! Awesome show. Great job. I could barely even stand. Don't praise me as if I were a kid who finally learned to clear the table. Alright. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? What am I, a dog? Shuichi grabs my shoulders again, giving me a firm shake. Well, technically... Shut up! Kaken's lips quiver up in another half-smile, full of smugness and satisfaction. Well, what else do you expect me to say? I didn't know you had to I had to praise you every time you did something nice. Like you said, you're not a kid or a dog. Well, technically... Shut up! Shut up! Kaken chuckles, seemingly very happy with himself. You don't have to praise me, it's just... It feels nice when you do, okay? Alright, I get it. Praise him, yeah. Call him a good boy. I reach up upwards to put my hand on top of his head, petting affably a few times, even scratching at the back of his ears a little. You did good, Sho. Juna's gonna be very happy that you made it. He blushes furiously, looking down at his feet instead of at me. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you did great, man. It was really nice that you went through all that trouble for June. Well, it wasn't that much trouble. From the corner of my eye, I see Kasich stifling a laugh. He's so cute! Oh my God, he's adorable! He's never seen Shuichi being bashful before. I'll admit, it's quite a 180 from his usual attitude. A devious idea shines in my mind, and I don't hesitate to try it. Yeah, you did good. You did very good. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah! He blushes further, muttering out his words almost incoherently. I am... Oh my God, he's so cute! Oh my God! Hey, wait a second! He steps away from me, looking super pissed. What did you almost make me say? Unable to hold it in any longer, Kaken bursts into laughter, making Shuichi finally remember that he was actually there. I have no idea what it is I just saw, but I am glad to have seen it. What? Shuichi blushes something fierce. Even the tips of his ears go red as they both flop downwards on his face. You'll pretend you never saw this! Ha! We both know that that's going to be impossible. You suck. I'm well aware of that. What else is new? You already had your fun, Cake, and lay off him a little. Oh, I was just getting started. Well, just stop, okay? Alright. I won't tease him about it anymore. Thank you. Shuichi breathes a sigh of relief as his entire body relaxes. Alright, fine. Enough with the tease Shuichi game. Sure, let's play the please go pat yourself in the dry bathroom game instead. I heard it's very fun. And while you're at it, please use some deodorant. The strong smell of a sweaty dog is offensive to my nose. What? Now you're just going out of your way to insult me! Kaken pinches his nose again and starts breathing through his mouth. I'm doing no such thing. My nose is just really sensitive and the smell is starting to make me nauseous. What? Yuuichi, you don't mind it, right? I don't mind it. I don't really mind your smell. What? See? But that doesn't change the fact that you're in public. You should take other people into consideration. Even if Keiken and I don't mind it, there are other people who are going to be sitting next to us. You should do it you should do it so as to not to bother them. Ugh! Why is it that you're only reasonable when being reasonable is something that would annoy me? Why are you being so against this in the first place? I can't believe you would be okay with being sweaty and smelly in public. I'm not, I just... Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right there. Oh guys, this was an adorable episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!